The elderly janitor was mopping the floor when a woman in simple clothes rushed past, dropping a small, worn-out teddy bear without noticing. "Ma'am, you dropped this," he called out. She turned back, looking annoyed. "It's just an old toy my daughter plays with. I'm late for a meeting." The janitor picked it up gently and noticed a seam was tearing open. "It'll only take a minute to fix, ma'am. The stuffing will fall out otherwise." Before she could protest, he pulled a small sewing kit from his cart, sat down on a nearby bench, and began expertly stitching the torn seam. The woman watched, surprised by his careful work. He finished and handed it back to her, perfectly repaired. "There you go, good as new." She took the bear, mumbled a "thank you," and hurried away. Later that day, the woman, who was actually the new CEO of the toy company, sat in her office. She called in her head of HR. "The janitor who works on the 3rd floor," she began. "What's his story?" The HR manager pulled up his file. "That's Arthur. He used to be a master toy maker, owned his own beloved shop for decades. He refused to switch to cheaper, potentially unsafe materials when costs went up, and his business couldn't compete. He lost everything but made sure all his suppliers were paid." The CEO looked at the perfectly stitched bear on her desk. "A toy maker," she whispered. "Please ask him to come to my office." Arthur entered nervously, fearing he was in trouble for stopping to do the repair. The CEO smiled warmly. "Arthur, please, sit." She pointed to a table covered in broken toys. "This is our returns pile from the last week. Our quality has been slipping. I'm told you were a toy maker." Arthur looked at the toys, his old instincts kicking in. He picked up a doll. "The joints are weak," he said. "The plastic is too brittle here." He grabbed a toy car. "And this axle will snap under pressure. The design is flawed." He spent 10 minutes giving a masterclass on toy design and durability. The CEO listened, her smile growing wider. "Arthur," she said finally, "your shop failed because you refused to compromise on quality. That's the very principle this company has lost." He looked up, confused. "I'd like to offer you the position of head of quality control. I don't want you to just inspect our toys. I want you to reteach us how to make them with care." Arthur stared, his eyes filling with tears. "Ma'am, I don't know what to say." The CEO stood and extended her hand. "Just say you'll help us make toys that children can love for a lifetime again." So, what do you think? Did the CEO make the right decision by valuing his principles over his past failure? Share your thoughts below.